Shiba here again with the next edition of Lockdown Mantra. In case you're wondering what happened to the Monday bit, well, it got swallowed by the workload of online teaching. Last week's edition was dedicated to a very special person, my cousin Sujit. Of course, he was overwhelmed by the dedication and flabbergasted by the response and adulation he got from all who saw it. For me, the one response that stood out was one from Renji Chan. He's been one of my strongest supporters and best critics. He messaged me, "Gratitude expressed well is a great virtue." It's true. As Indians, we have a great difficulty in expressing three things: gratitude and admiration on one end of the spectrum, and acceptance of it on the other end. I'm sorry for generalizing people, which frankly I hate doing, but give me a patient hearing while I explain myself. We are rarely thankful, and by default, we love to whine about every single little thing in life. We rarely look at the big picture. When Papa left suddenly, we were left in a state of shock and disbelief. We were overwhelmed by both grief and guilt. But as the days and months rolled from February to July, we constantly comforted each other, telling that he went at the right time, in the way he wanted, and in peace. This week, two of my close friends lost their fathers. As they were abroad, they couldn't see him one last time. But that their fathers left in peace, just as they wished, was their biggest solace. We are right now, more than ever, surrounded by negative news and negative people. That should never seep into our cells, because if it does, it will radiate out of us and wilt every life growing underneath our sunshine of hope. We also have a great problem with expressing admiration for something that we might be awestruck mentally. We see a good dress, a smiling face, wonderful work, or even a beautiful picture. We find it hard to mouth out a word of praise. It's the same at home and in the work front. That one word of praise is so difficult to come out of our mouths. Whenever foreign guests come to school, they compliment us for the smallest of things. Mentally, we tend to laugh it off. But deep within some corner, we are happy to be noticed for that very smallest of things. Now, coming to the acceptance part. How many of us actually enjoy being complimented? I don't. I find it very difficult. The moment someone compliments me for my clothes or how I look, my first reflex is to downplay it. If it is something related to work, I quickly say something equally stupid or immediately shift the spotlight on the one who has actually helped me. If it was my mantra, I immediately tell it's because of Sujit's visual effects that it was worth anything. Now that's true, and you know that. Why are we like this? We thirst to be appreciated, noticed, loved, and cared for. And yet, we have difficulty accepting the compliments. I think that is one thing we need to nurture and foster in our minds and in the next generation. By this, I don't mean that we put our children in a false bubble of good feeling. It means that we raise them to be grounded and yet to be open enough to be grateful to others, to admire the goodness of all, and to accept and feel proud of themselves and their good work. We don't have to feel bad about feeling good. So let that thought grow within your head and heart. You are good. And if you feel good, everyone around you will feel the warmth of your sunshine. Blow compliments and embrace them this week.